Hey everybody, it's TD. How's everyone doing today? Good morning, chat. Sorry for the silence there for the first few minutes while I got everything set up. Oh my god. Silence from me for a few seconds and everybody's immediately set up to panic. No, I was just handling a few things on work side before I jumped into the actual stream, so sorry about the delay there, but we're all set to go. I got chat out here in front of me, and we're ready to get started. So this is going to be. I'm just going to stick on this Power Hour stream for as long as I can. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it all the way to the bell. Um, but yeah, so Revlon, I I had an interesting notification come on my phone as I was sitting down, and I just checked my news tab for my portfolio and saw because I had Revlon on my watch list for the longest time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was J Ruff that was the first to point this out, or was it Pew Pew? Somebody on my mod team pointed out Revlon back during the first run up, the very first run that it had, where it went to almost $6. Let's go take a look at Revlon on the daily chart. It was, oh wow, it almost hit $10 actually. So um, if you're in here, whichever my mods or analysts. Okay, it was JRuff. Thanks, Pew Pew. So thank you, JRuff, for calling out Revlon, who pointed it out that they had a bankruptcy declaration, and we jumped in on some positions, the trading floor, looking for some opportunities, and lo and behold, it came about in the form of a bankruptcy negotiation, and now we were waiting for a loan to come through for Revlon, and they got it. They got a $1.4 billion loan that hit this morning at exactly 1:15 or 1:10 this afternoon Eastern time. I was sitting down, I looked at my portfolio news, and I saw the Newswire notification hit as I was sitting down. If I'd have looked in just a moment earlier, I would have missed it. And I was like, "Holy crap, this thing's gonna move." I've been doing DD on Revlon, and I'd been hesitating to put it out, so I was. Yeah, I'm not gonna give everybody that detail, Numbskully. Shut up. Numbskully's over there heckling me over in the Discord chat. The um, the DD I was doing on Revlon was showing that there was some gamma squeeze potential, and man, look at this thing move. This is such a strong move. I'm going to quickly just blow through all of the DD just to show you guys exactly what I was looking at. So the first thing that I looked at was the short interest, right? Let's go ahead and let's go get my Ortex up here. Come on, Ortex, where are you? Ortex, Ortex, Ortex. There you are. Okay. It is not the right Google Chrome window. Come on, where's Ortex? There it is. Okay, you guys should be able to see this now. So Ortex, I was looking at. They have like a 7.5 million share float right now, like really tiny, super tiny micro float right now. But this is a recognized brand. They're one of the biggest makeup and cosmetics companies out there. They've been here forever, and I was like, this company's not gonna go bankrupt. Well, I mean, they could go bankrupt, but nothing's gonna happen to it. Like, how do you liquidate a national brand for women's makeup and cosmetics? So it's not really going anywhere. And so I looked at the short interest and saw that the short interest of free float was 78.44%, which is nuts. Just absolutely crazy. The cool part is that they they're absolutely going to get a bailout of some kind. Somebody will buy Revlon. This is a valuable brand. This is a recognized brand that's not going anywhere. It's been a national brand for the last 40 years, and the short interest built up so quickly, and they've still maintained their positions. Like, look at what the utilization was. It hit 100% on May the 24th when the price was trading at under $4, and these shorts absolutely made the wrong decision. The cost to borrow got absurdly expensive after they hammered this thing down, and the cost to borrow is blown over 392%. It was above 400% at one point. So they're paying an annualized 400% or more for their loans. And let me go get the average age of the loans. Right. So most of the shorts that were already in here, like there was 1.8 million shorts that got in. Most of the shorts jumped, they piled on that bankruptcy news. They just absolutely hammered it after that, and they doubled the short interest in just 2 trading weeks. It was so fast. They hammered this thing to try to crush it. And now, as you can see, this is rapidly backfiring on them. So Revlon's now up to $6.77, still trading massive volume and volatility right now. That $1.4 billion loan was everything. So there's several parts to this story. Um, there's several parts to this story as well, and this was part of the DD that I was doing that had me convinced that if these guys got their loan, they're going to go to war with the loan sharks that gave them their original financing agreement. What happened apparently was that Revlon was going into bankruptcy because of a special financing agreement from Brandco lenders. Um, they loaned them a $1.8 billion loans before they filed for bankruptcy, and the the story goes that Brandco lenders used Revlon's intellectual property and their brand name as the collateral for the loan. So they were basically they basically restructured the loan in such a way that if they defaulted on it, that they could seize parts of Revlon's brand, and it was done in an underhanded way. I haven't read through the filings or anything like that, but a lot of the defense on Revlon says that it was an underhanded and fraudulent loan that was structured in a way that they were never ever going to be able to get out from under. Again, this is just anecdotal. I have to verify all of this. This DD was done very quickly. Okay, so big disclaimer on that. But the big deal here is that Revlon is basically going to go to war with their original lenders and try to get a preferential term. And now they have the money to do it, but they also have plenty of cash to resume operations. And the whole reason why they got into all of this trouble in the first place was because of, the pandemic. The pandemic absolutely destroyed Revlon's business. So it was one of the worst situations for Revlon, and the loan that they got from Brandco was it was right in the middle of 2020 when Revlon had no idea how long the pandemic was going to go for, and it just put them up against the wall. They didn't really have any options. So I don't really fault Revlon themselves for how things went down, but the point is that now they got the cash to actually go to war. They can go and fight this company that set them up basically to fail. Um, they've got a new flush bank account with fresh cash approved by the bankruptcy courts, and now they're able to resume businesses. And everybody is just saying that well, Revlon's dead. Like even Jim Cramer went and said this. He said that the bonds were going to go worthless and that equity holders were going to be left holding the bag. Um, and it wasn't looking that great while the bankruptcy proceedings were going forward. But I gotta say, like the actual equity looks pretty solid. And the biggest equity, which is a non tangible asset that Revlon has, is their name. It's a recognized brand name. Hey, Dark Side Trading, nice to see you, dude. Absolutely. Dark Side says, "What's up, TD? Looking forward to the couple of calls coming up. Thank you for all the work in the plays. BBIG community appreciates it. No problem, dude. I'm looking forward to speaking with Eric Finman. Which, yes, that we are working on a firm schedule. We've got something loose set up. I will announce very soon when we'll be hosting that interview, but it will be happening. We will be interviewing the CEO of Zash Global Media, Eric Finman, aka world's youngest Bitcoin millionaire. Thank you very much, Echo, for getting that back to me. Really appreciate that. That's perfect. That's excellent. I couldn't have asked for a better. I couldn't have asked for a better thumbnail. Hopefully, this updates uh, to the channel so that everybody gets to appreciate the fine artwork. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure, King Cabina. No, there's going to be some space calls. There's a few space calls that are taking place, where I believe that Eric Finman is going to be welcome to join. I'm not sure if he's actually like made plans to attend or if it's just kind of like an ad hoc thing. The interview that I'll be doing is going to be more structured. We're going to host it right here in the Discord, and that's going to be streamed live to YouTube. And this will be a public event, so everybody will be invited to join. I'll make a more official announcement about this later once we get the actual time and all that other stuff set up. But yes, we will be interviewing them later on this week. I don't think it's happening tomorrow, though. We were shooting for tomorrow, but it's probably not going to be tomorrow. Probably be in the later half of this week. All right, let's go head down to the Revlon charts and go see what this setup is looking like. I've been using volume direction candles courtesy of Astro, that guy Astro. It was I really appreciated him pointing out this indicator to me. It's actually like a better OBV indicator. I kind of like it. Um, Essentially, instead of showing the OBV as a line graph like it normally does, the volume direction candles is actually showing the buildup of momentum and the direction versus its selling volume on a lower time scale, and it kind of represents the data better. And what I noticed as well is that when this momentum is going strong, when the momentum dies off and the volume dies off, this thing starts going sideways, and that lets you know that the squeeze is over. So I'm going to try this thing out and see compares to how this compares to other squeeze plays and see if we can time an exit for this type of play. But right now, Revlon is moving very strong. I'm super I am super excited about where this play is going. I don't think it's over, but I want to warn people, don't get like too crazy with this one. It's already made a big move. The volume's good and strong right now, and the news is still early, but we've already pushed a huge amount. Like this thing started the day at where did we even start the day at? Actually, we started the day at $4.40, and we're up to 7.30, going on 7.40. We almost ran by $3 per share in just one day. That's a huge move. If you got in early on my call out, for those of you who are in the Discord that got my first initial call out, um, I I literally, like, as soon as I saw the news hit, I was like, "Holy shit!" And then turned to the Discord and said, "Hey guys, Revlon just got $1.5 billion or $1.4 billion loan from the bankruptcy court. They got approved. They got the money, and this is going to move the stock big time." And then, sure enough, like 15 minutes later, it started to pick up steam, and I tried to get the tweet out as quickly as I could. But for those in the Discord, they got the notification like 20 minutes early. So if you're in, like, congratulations. Absolutely want to hand it to you guys for being Johnny on the spot. Make sure that you don't stay in your position for too long. Take something off the table. If you're deep in profit, always take something off the table when you have a huge move like this. This is an opportunity to take profit.
Hey TD, quick question for you. How long do you think that this run might last? Do you think it'll last a day or less than a day?
Well, that is going to strongly depend on where the options chain goes. for right now. I'm trying to track the options chain in real time and see what it looks like at the moment, but the volume on this is crazy right now. The big thing that I had suspected would move Revlon, I had no idea that this news was coming. I didn't expect this, but what I was looking at was the amount of uh, calls that were on the chain at $5 per share. And right now, that chain is growing fast. Like it's exploding right now. Just in the last 2 hours since this bankruptcy court news came out, the calls between $5 and $6.50 exploded by more than 12,000 contracts, which is massive. I think that puts, let me go do a quick bit of math here. Let's see. They have a 7.75 million share flows. So 7755. All right. Give me 2 seconds to work this out. We had an additional 12,000 calls. That's 1,200,000 shares. So divide that up by 7,755,000 shares on their float, and that's an additional 15% of their float. So 15% of their float just got added to the call chain between $5 and $6 for just this Friday. So if this thing closes or even approaches a close just above $6, just $6, then the next week Revlon can take off because all of that delivery has to happen between Monday and Tuesday. And anybody that got into that position early just made a stupid amount of money. That's nuts. That's just nuts. Holy smokes. Currently, those calls are, oh my God. Those calls are up a ridiculous sum of cash. Wow. Wow. What a day. So if you got in early on this play, congratulations. My biggest thing to caution you of is just don't don't hang on to your full position at this point. This is not financial advice. You can do what you want with your money, but when you're up this big, I know there are people that are like 3, 4, even 500% up on their positions. Take some of it off the table. Take at least half of it off of the table. Make sure you lock in a nice big profit. You will feel good about it if you take that profit while it's there. Never just sit there on that profit and get greedy. Don't do it. I've made this mistake so many times in life.
Yeah, for
Please
real.
don't. Please don't hang
I
on to
just got
this
out
indefinitely.
300%. Shit,
That's
I can't
awesome.
complain about that.
Yeah, that is excellent. Congratulations to Boule.
Hey, good call on that TD. I had seen it on the trading view alerts in the morning. Before you had said something, I was like, hold on, what the heck? And then we're just watching it, and it just took off, bro. And like you said, I mean, the news is early as hell on it. Still got
Yeah, it
momentum.
is. It is so early. I was shocked. I was shocked that it hadn't already moved instantly from the time that news printed. I expected it to just go ballistic.
I pull out the weekly on Rev, and it makes me seem that I got out kind of early, but 300% gain, man. You can't complain. But look at that weekly on Rev. That
Yeah,
looks
no kidding.
dangerous.
No kidding. I know a lot of people probably played these Friday calls, which that's fantastic. If you're up on those and you want to stay in the play after a big move like this, though, like just think about this, all right? Because there has to be retracement and a little bit of cooldown, and the market maker is also going to fight these calls. So if you're playing these Fridays, this volatile move is probably the best that you will get. Obviously, it can keep running today, but after the volatility cools off and the momentum cools off, you're going to have a hard time keeping that price action going, and the volatility crush, even though you may be like even on the price, the volatility coming down can drop the value of your option. So if you're trading a weekly for this Friday, if you're just doing day trading like that, then it's advantageous to sell while it's really high and that volatility is maxed out totally. And you can hang on to one or two runners if you want to, and have that set on the side. But don't hang on to this with the expectation that you're going to like hold it all the way through Friday and maintain all of that value. Because unless this thing keeps moving up at this rate, which it could, then you're going to start losing some value to theta and volatility crush. Okay. So that's what I want to encourage everybody to do. We're not trying to make ourselves millionaires instantly. We are trying to find an opportunity, snag that opportunity really quickly, and wait for the next move to the downside to grab that dip. So Revlon is starting to move. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. And this is why you hold on to runners. Like you take that profit and you'll feel good about having that profit. It takes the stress out of the trade. Trust me when I say taking the stress out of the trade is everything to your mindset. It really helps. I've had a really shitty week, by the way. I don't know if anybody else had a really shitty week the last week, but I had a terrible week trying to play the SPY and just watching it go up and up and up and up on all that bad news that hit this week. And man, it was it was rough. It was rough. I hope that absolutely everybody is banking on this play. If you were in Hell's trading floor, I tried to I tried to get the info out as quick as I could to everybody to make sure that everyone was aware of what was happening.
Yeah, great call, TD. You were perfect timing, man. I exited out at 85.
Phew, man, it's excellent. Man, look at that. I fully anticipate to see all kinds of gain porn in the gains channel. If you guys made bank on Revlon, if you cashed out, I want to see in the chat what your profit was. Let's start seeing it. Because I know that some of you started taking profits, as you should be. So let's see it in the chat. Who made money today?
I was getting ready to take a profit, then it popped again.
uh, if you're playing, if your broker lets you, a trailing stop loss is handy on these kinds of plays because the volatility crush happens quickly. But this is nice. This is really nice. This is a good setup. This thing just keeps going, man. It's just like a monster. Look at it. Let's go take a look at the 2 hour. Look at this candle. The 2 hour candle is hilarious. Oh man. Look at that. 21.6 million shares traded in 2 hours. The news hit at the very end of this candle, and now this is what happened since the news went to the broader public. What a rip. What a rip. That's excellent. Just want to tell everybody congratulations on the big win. I know that we've needed a win for a long time. The SPY just has been defying logic this week. Let's go see where everything is at. All right. Switch back over to the 5-minute chart. We're getting ready to start power hour. All right. We're going to track this on a channel and see how long Revlon can maintain this price action. Don't expect it to go forever. It's not going to go forever.
We're definitely getting some volume in on these other stocks too. Tesla's catching a bid. SPY, IWM. We're getting some volume coming in from somewhere.
No kidding. I was looking at the options. I was looking at the spread on some of these other strikes further out, like August 26th and stuff. The spread is so wide on these options.
Yeah.
This has the ability to seriously move. Wow.
That's a new intraday high on Ford with a Ford go today. Not to change the subject.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's go ahead and take a look at some. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other tickers actually. Miss Gates, why do I think that Excella outstanding shares and market cap are not adjusted on brokers and Yahoo Finance? I don't know. Usually it's just because they're based off of SEC filings, and the latest uh, the latest announcement with the reverse split was the last confirmed statement from the company regarding outstanding shares. So I don't know what to actually make of that. But it looks like it doesn't surprise me if Excella diluted. Um, this may just be one that I was wrong on. All right, I may have just been wrong, and if I'm wrong, then it's because Parchata, the executive director of Excella, just is a snake. If that's the case, then I totally misjudged the play because a I didn't account for the guy who created the company and who is managing it to be an absolute just amoral thief. I have I'm no longer expecting this play to work out. I am hoping that the play works out, but he really stuck a knife in everyone's back and twisted it when he did that. It wasn't necessary, and I'm finding out from all of the previous Excella shareholders that he's got a history of doing this, something that I should have looked into before that I didn't. It just didn't come up, and I don't know how I missed it, but that is my own fault. But I still have my Excella position because my cost basis was, I manage my risk. I'm finding out that a lot of people bet way too much money on this play that they absolutely should not have. It was a risky play from the beginning, and I feel like I communicated that well, but apparently I did not. I'm hearing about too many people that are losing way too much money on this play. I don't think that it's over. The stock still has the potential to move, even if it just holds up above $1 and maintains its listing price. Um, as long as it can maintain listing status, it has a chance. But as soon as it dips below and closes below $1 on a single day this week, if that happens, then it's over. Okay, so I am keeping that in mind. Everybody should be very. They should have a very close eye on the share price. If it closes below $1, then it's over. It's not. It's not going to make it. Any close below $1 on Excella is it. That means this delisting. Yeah, what's up, my dude?
Look at General Disarray's freaking profits on Rev, 750%.
Where did I see that?
I put it in the chat text.
My original call's up
Holy
972%,
smokes.
and my secondary position is up 150.
Wow, guys.
That's amazing, TD. Thanks, man.
No worries. I hope that people banked on this one. This was just right time, right place. Sometimes you catch it early. Kind of like that SOS play we had a few months back. Y'all remember that one? SOS was trading at like 40 cents. And then all of a sudden we saw they had a news halt.
On SOS.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a news halt on SOS. I'm trying to remember exactly what the news was, but the news hit, the volatility or the news halt landed, then the news printed during the halt, and it was something like they had like made a crazy earnings. Yeah, I think that was it. Thanks, Savvy. It was like 400 million or something ridiculous like that. And that news like didn't the market didn't react right away, and I'm like, pick up every call you can. Like it wasn't it was a big like sweep of the call chain. I just looked at the call chain for SOS, and I just saw thousands of calls that were able to be purchased for $1 per contract or 1 cent per share, and I would just like scoop it up, grab everything you can, just raid the options chain. And then sure enough, it shot up to like 80 cents after that, and then it died off. But that was a really crazy volatility play. And it was because of that move that we decided to start adding like volatility, news halts, and other like ticker announcements to the ScourgeBot. So now ScourgeBot lets us know anytime one of those news halts hit, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Big Dwix, I agree. Bear cases have to be outlined. I feel like I outlined the bear case pretty clearly. Like I did say that reverse split on Excella was pretty likely. But I didn't think that they were going to rush to do the reverse split because they still had the ability to issue a 180-day extension, and logically it didn't make sense for them to do an unnecessary reverse split. What pissed me off is that he did this big announcement about the Dean Fossey Gorilla Fund, saying that Excella was going to partner with Dean Fossey, which of course that brings a bunch of retail investors and apes to pay attention to the ticker. The guy presents himself as this saint who's going to fight for retail and going to honor his shareholders, and then issues a statement that he's purchasing 666,666 shares. Like that's not supposed to be a nod to me because I pointed the due diligence out on his company. And that's what pissed me off, is that he manipulated apes and then he used me to do it. And that's what I take issue with. Let's go take a look back at Revlon. Wow, actually looking at this move is hilarious. I did do a paper trade. It already closed. The paper trade already closed. That's hilarious. Oh, wow.
We're going to $8, homie.
I think you are right. I think you are absolutely correct on that one, sir. Wow. Like I said, if you like always lock in profits when those opportunities are in front of you, but leave runners. That's what runners are for. Wow. What a day. What a day. Wow, it's just exploding. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is the situation with SPRT that I talk about. At 666%. Okay. All right. I have to point this out. That's hilarious.
We're moving now, Jack.
Wow. Y'all, I hope y'all are banking. I hope everybody is making money on this one. It's been a while since I've called out a runner like this one. I was looking at Revlon all of this weekend and Friday, like, oh man, it looks so good, but I've been wrong like so many times. What if I get this one wrong too? Like, I had a huge confidence crisis going on this weekend, and I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure about actually talking about this. I was going to talk about Revlon. I was going to have the conversation, and if I hadn't been researching it so closely this weekend, I would not have known to just jump on this play. But yeah.
We just got halted.
Ooh. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
To the upside, mind you.
Oh wow. The halt. Oh, the halt.
TD, you need to knock those naysayers out of your head because we don't give a fuck what they got to say. This is Hill's trading floor. You fucking come here to learn.
Well,
Hey,
I
J Rob, are
appreciate
you
that.
still in those 650?
Holy smokes. Oh wow, yeah, the 650s from last week came to oh wow. Didn't you get into those like a month ago, JRF?
I got into that one this morning.
Bro, these halts are
Congratulations. Wow.
I mean,
halts are
my account's locked out. I had a couple $100 in the Weeble account, and I have turned that $500-600 into $2,600.
these halts are a crock of shit, bro.
100%.
I hate that, man.
Congratulations. Oh wow, Ben. That's an amazing screenshot. Thank you so much. That is beautiful. You are featured in this play's tweet.
1,300%. General disarray. Shout out, bro. Good come up.
Hello. Hello. Who Revlon's up 92% on the day. Who isn't making money on this play right now?
Now I feel horrible because I'm only at 871%.
Y'all.
Only. You're still waiting for that 1,000.
Whew.
Man. I hope everybody made an insane amount of money on this play. There's no reason you should not have made some insane money on this. This market halt is going to be hilarious. I can't wait to see where this thing ends at, where this opens at. Let's go see it.
So it's
Let's
gonna
see.
open back up at what, 14?
If it did. Oh man, if it did.
I'm saying it's gonna open up at back at 14, as in minutes.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Oh
about getting
man.
a $9 call for Friday.
Huh? Anxiously looking. Anxious. Look at that. Everybody's staring at that candle, ready for it to break.
Yeah, you know when it gets real quiet, everybody's just staring at the
Yeah,
chart.
it's gonna move, bro. Like, I want to see what's gonna happen right here. This is crazy. It's one
Lazeman.
thing to watch these and be like, damn, I wish I had a position. And it's another thing to have a position and be like, I finally got one.
There you go. Yes. When you finally have it, when you grab that runner, when you just look, when you have the due diligence, when you've done the research, you've done the math, you know the thesis, and you are confident in your trade, and you take that bet. You don't hesitate, you execute that trade. And when you are right, it is the best feeling in the world. No matter what you do, it can be the worst week, the worst month, the worst year of your trading journey, and you can still come back from it. There is no amount of bad trades that can ever destroy you as long as you do not let them. There is always a comeback opportunity as long as you are diligent, doing your research, and not giving in to the emotion. Be objective and stick to your thesis. Have confidence in your trades. That's the most important part. Hey guys, I know for those of you, I don't want to make anybody else who didn't get in this trade feel bad. Let's be clear. There's always opportunities like this.
Always one.
This is just the first of several multi-bag runners that have happened in the last month. Just think about that. Like, what did we have? We had T-Belt that was up 20% yesterday. It's up
Oh, we're open.
18% today. TXMD is up 43% today. There's
Look at the volatility on that, bro. What the heck?
this is amazing.
God, that
Yeah, we're
shit's
opening
This
in.
is
moving.
amazing. But let's be clear. Like, this thing is blown out now, all right? It's going nuts, okay? So this is the moment where you have to stop yourself and realize the move has happened. Don't FOMO. Don't just dive headfirst into this one. There will always be opportunities like this. Hell, wait for it to cool down and play it to the downside because there's got to be retraces, right? So there's always ways to make money on this plays and others, all right? Shorts are getting squeezed hard right now, and I am confident to just let this one ride. I am confident to just let this one
Almost
ride.
100% up. Look at that, bro.
Oh, there it goes. It's going to do it. It's going to crack. There it is. 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
There it goes.
let
Now
me keep
watch it
asking
roll.
that over
Now
again.
watch it
Devastating
roll.
for keeping it 100, baby.
Woo! All right. Y'all, I hope everybody is doing well. If you got in on this play, you should be stupidly up in profit. If you are not in this play, don't FOMO, don't get crazy, don't make a mistake. Wait for the next opportunity. There will always be trades like this. Take the opportunities when they're there, and don't don't get reckless trying to catch a falling knife or trying to chase runners, okay? There's always other opportunities, okay? There will be more. There will be more. But
Yeah, the
congratulations to
1750s
everybody.
are 20 cents. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, we're printing our first red 15-minute candle of the day. This is our first red 15-minute candle. So let's go ahead and just take a look. Let's get the volume direction. I want to go and see what that looks like. It's still super green. Still very, very green. Let's look at the 5-minute. Whew, wow. and I have a meeting in 15 minutes that has been sprung on me.
We
Well,
are in power hour.
we are. We are.
Wow.
It saddens me that I am probably not going to be able to stay until the end. I have I have a client meeting in 15 minutes that I cannot miss. So I will have to close the stream at exactly 3:30. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's just the way it goes, I guess.
I'll take
But
the call.
He's catching a bid.
you know what? This has been an excellent stream, an excellent power hour, and I hope
Yes,
everybody is
sir.
feeling supremely confident in their trading after a day like today. This is a day that this is the kind of confidence boost that people need on after a week like this, you know.
I'll take that call for you, TD, if you want.
You so funny. You're funny. I appreciate that.
My Ford call that I picked up, $15 Ford August 5th call that I picked up Friday morning is up 625%. Not quite a one day gain, but
Ooh,
For a
wow.
Ford car, bro, that is crazy.
Pew pew, killing it.
What?
Look at Revlon up above $9.25 now. This is nuts. This is crazy.
We going 10, bro.
All right.
If you want to get really jacked, put it on the weekly or the monthly. Wow.
Oof, wow. My chart is ugly. Let's hide all these.
My next line is 980.
I need to stop posting screenshots because every time I do, I look back over and it's up another 200+%. I'm at 1720%
Oh, wow.
on one call and 400% on another.
All right. Revlon is approaching a major area of resistance once it reaches $10, so that's where you have to start like really thinking. You have to really start thinking about what when enough is enough.
It is flying, bro. I'm showing 988 as the next level, but it's flying.
Yep.
948.
Yeah, I was showing 980.
That's
Wow.
insane, bro. Look at that.
That's what a day. Wow. What a day. All right. We'll count this down on the 1 minute until I eventually have to go.
Yosef, yeah, we do have Discord. I'll put the link in chat. Click the link and go through Patreon. I think the lowest tier is like $3.
Yeah,
We
let's
have
let's go let's go ahead and give everybody the rundown, okay? So we've got two links now, okay? So we have two separate setups. Where we are migrating away from Patreon, but we have not made it official yet. For right now, I suggest that people stick to Patreon. Um, to join the Discord, the easiest way is to go to patreon.com/slash the devil's broker, and you can join Hell's Trading Floor for as little as $3 a month. That's for the basic package, just to let you into the Discord. You can be part of the conversation. You can join these streams. You can chat back and forth with me and everybody else who's on the analyst team. We got a full team of analysts, and there's plenty of free bots that you can use that are included with that. Um, if you want to support us more, our professionals package lets you have access to our Scourge bot, which calls out all these types of plays. We're looking for squeezes and big momentum runners all the time. So that's what we use to help call those out. And yeah, man, Revlon is just a monster. So if you want to join Hell's Trading Floor, all you got to do is just go to patreon.com/the devil's broker, or you can join through the link which is provided as soon as you join our Discord at https:/discord.gg/Hell's Trading Floor. Mr. Boulet's got the link in the chat. And thank you guys for considering joining. I'm not there all the time. I'm not constantly doing streams, but that's the beauty of it, is that most of the DD, most of the research, most of the plays are coming from everybody in the Discord. We're always doing this research, looking for these opportunities, and there's always a new one. And that way you're not listening to just me. You're not just relying on me. You got the benefit of dozens of experienced traders there every single day looking for these opportunities, scanning and screening the market for plays. So we are a big community. We're all about doing research. We're very, very data focused. We're very data focused.
Just like
All right.
what we're doing now, we do this every day in chat. There's always going to be somebody in voice chat, not only just the top response. We in the voice chat, so you can go in and out of a trade. You can listen to it instead of having to read it, because that little bit of time that you're taking to read it, if you're in the voice chat and you're jumping in the trade, it be worth hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on how you trade. Uh, we got swing traders, day traders, long-term investors. I mean, it's a variety of investors in there. So the voice chat is the key to Hell's Trading Floor's Discord,
Yep.
in my
It's true
opinion.
facts. True facts. I've made some of the best trades that we've done here is just because I was hanging out in the chat with y'all. Um, I mean, well, my best trade was AMC, but that was a different Discord, so I think that still counts. Just being around other experienced traders is what makes you a better trader. Learning from other people who have been there, done that. That's what helps. That's what makes all the difference. Okay, so we are coming up to the time where I'm going to have to close out the stream, so I will leave you guys with this. I'm looking at Revlon as I do see a little bit of weakness in Revlon. It's made a monstrous move all day long. The minute chart, you're finally starting to get that MACD getting ready to cross below on the signal line. On the 15-minute, however, the MACD is still way up. So this one's showing a ton of strength right now. The momentum on the volume direction candles is still pretty strong. So this has the potential to keep running going out through the rest of the week. It's definitely a possibility. So what I would suggest, and this is not financial advice, you do what you want with your money, but make sure that you're not FOMOing. If you're already in profit, take some off the table and leave runners behind. There's always the possibility that this can continue going, especially in a short squeeze situation combined with a gamma squeeze. There is opportunity for this thing to get even crazier just because of that factor alone. I have seen, like, I called out SPRT. If anyone was around for SPRT, that's a good example where a supply crisis of this many calls expiring deep in the money can cause the call chain to go absolutely ballistic. Those opportunities do exist. It's rare. The setup has to be just right. But this is one of those situations where Revlon's entire float could end up in the money on the call chain on the expirations between this Friday and August 19th. That is a huge amount of calls that are going to have to be delta hedged by market makers, and that's the opportunity where this could do something nuts. The critical part is that you have to manage your risk. You have to watch it very closely, and you have to recognize where the break even point is for your trade. Okay, so if you're staying in this and you see the continuation and you stay, with calls continuously going in the money, gamma is still the gamma squeeze is still on. But if it starts to show weakness and it breaks down and starts heading back down below that $6 level, then then it's probably going to lose steam, especially as calls expire. So the critical thing for Revlon, I'm going to do some really quick DD here. Let's do a quick inspect live options on Revlon. I got 4 minutes left, so this is going to have to be really quick. I'm going to make this super quick. Okay. So we're looking at the call chain. This is the open interest on every single call strike. Okay. Notice the concentration on August 19th. That's where most of these calls are. 15% of the float, 15.5% of the float is on the $5 strike. This is a critical level that we have to maintain. The higher we stay on the price, the better. But there's calls going all the way out to $20 up here. This can get crazy. It is possible. So for a gamma ramp like this to take hold, for it to take effect, is each of these levels needs to be maintained, and for calls to continuously be going in the money while the chain is increasing constantly. It's not easy to do. It's one of those situations where the market maker is going to be fighting you the whole way. They are going to be trying to shove the price down. So good chance you start to see some downward price action going on into tomorrow and later on in the week. Even right now, you see day traders looking to get out of their positions. They're seeing weakness. You should be thinking the same. Be cautious and recognize if it's starting to get weak, then you should have a hedge for yourself to cash out going in the opposite direction. But for this gamma ramp to continue, if it were to continue, $20 is possible looking at this chain. The key here is for the price level to be maintained at, I would say, $7.80 is the lowest that you want it to get. The reason why I choose that price level is because at $7.50, that's where a whole bunch of calls start going out of the money. You have almost 4,000 as of this morning that would go out of the money. And that's 7% of the total free float in Revlon right now. So at the moment, Revlon's holding up nice and strong. It's got a good level set up. What we need to see is for it to hold support going out into tomorrow. Okay. That's the key. If I see that support, then I will be looking for continued strength. And I will not rush into a new position. I'm not going to chase this. I'm going to be carefully watching for dips and for support. You got to look for those key levels of support being bid up. You need to see rejection of support. If it falls back down to like the $8 price level and then suddenly shoots back up, then you know you have strong support. If you see this thing tapping on 950 again and it gets hammered down really quickly, then you've got strong resistance and the shorts are probably trying to retake control. So pay attention to this play with the understanding that it can go much farther, but it also has the potential for some serious downside. You should be hedging yourself no matter what you do. And with that, I'm going to have to leave you guys here. I've got to catch a meeting with another client, but I want to thank you all so much for joining this stream and being a part of Hell's Trading Floors community. And congratulations to everybody, every single one of you who got into Revlon. I look forward to seeing everybody's gains tonight in the gains channel. Y'all have an excellent, excellent day, and I will see you tomorrow at the bell. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, everybody.
All right, guys, I got to bail. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys next time.